everybody. I'm going to be making a rant on the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I have a few reasons for this. This is really just me coming from waiting for this game for several years. The trailers saying otherwise to really what the game would become. So let's begin. Now this video is at 2 times speed because it's just so slow. I mean, with the original, there was a point to it. You'd be doing new stuff, but everything is just reused. All right, so you gotta sift through everything. It's so much at this speed. So here's one of my most aggravated points. Now, this is with the bucket one, but you have this new section by the cargo lift. You have a vent, and all it leads to, in both endings, is a small clip. Like there's no branching things, and they added this whole new. It's not whole new, but they added this giant area just in the cargo area, and a vent, and just leads to this. It's not even branching, and this one has a little bit more, but it doesn't lead anywhere. None of the plots lead anywhere. This is just a guy recording about the bucket and how he's going to sell it, and no one knows it, and then someone breaks in at the end, and then it cuts, and then nothing happens after that, to my knowledge. It might be more connected, but when it ends, you don't know anything, alright? And there's not enough to give you so you're interested. And the other one is the narrator saying how he's, I don't know, something about, it started off with him just being played for the tip, and then the narrator called Stanley like stupid for thinking that he was just a bunch of VHS tapes. Anyways, let's move on to this one. This is the museum ending, I believe, for the bucket, and it kind of just reveals this whole dumb meta for the bucket, which I guess the whole idea behind it, or not the idea, but the whole let's call it meta in this thing is that it's like a gift from God, if that makes sense. It's the best thing in the world. It's the It's the bucket apparently, or in the lore of the game, gives you it's just a good thing to have. It's hard to explain, but the whole time while carrying the bucket, the narrator says, Stanley and the bucket did this. The bucket made Stanley go this way. The bucket did this. Blah, blah, blah. And all they added were to the previous endings. It's just so much talking. Right? Like I like the talking when I wasn't going down the same path. When you're going down the same path, it's not like it's a different ending. It's just different text. So you're not even getting surprised at all either. You know what's gonna happen. You're just cool, new text. But it's like that's pretty much just watching a movie, because you're not the walking part, which is what makes the game, isn't new. So this is where the girl narrator comes in, says how the bucket's so important, could not be crushed here. So you go to a bucket museum. It's all meta commentary about the bucket. So come here, it's history about the bucket. Blah blah blah. She says how the bucket's too good, it should not be held by anybody. There's a bunch of fake history they made about it, tribes and stuff. So they keep talking about how good the bucket is, how it shouldn't be held by one person. So you go there, you pick up the bucket, it TPs you back to where you were, and I was saying, just let Stanley die, let the bucket lead, but the bucket gets crushed here too. And after it happens, you hear some crumbling, which makes you think that something will happen after this. But no, it just ends, and yeah. It just ends and nothing happens. So that's the rant. I might make more on this because I'm really pissed. See you guys.